Hey, what's up, everybody? We right back at you tonight, hanging out at the album release party of the Sweet Angel, right here at the Gay Hawk Lounge in Memphis, Tennessee. How you been?
Very well, thank you. Been good. Been good.
So, look, why don't you just to let our viewers know and some of your fans and the people that don't know you very well, just let them know a little bit about you, let them know what you've been up to, and you know what's going on, what we doing here tonight.
Well, tonight is my CD release party of my third CD called Bowl. Take a look at it on my website at www.sweetangel.org.
Can you spell it? You can't say it, but can you spell it?
Bowl, B-I-T-C-H, exclamation point.
It's all that.
Well, you know, you're going to have to check it out, baby, because I think it's one of my best products yet. I'm getting a little bit more seasoned in this business. This is my third CD, but I came out in 2007 with my first one, which was Another Man's Meat on My Plate, and then they re-released.
Hold up. Back it up. Another what?
Another Man's Meat on My Plate.
Well, what about the other man?
Kicked him to the curb.
You kicked him to the curb?
Kicked him to the curb. I got another man's meat on my plate.
You real bold.
Because you know what? Based on my second CD, he didn't handle his business. So it's called Handle Your Business. And that's what makes me a bold, B-I-T-C-H. Did I break it down?
You broke it all the way down. Hey, you can't get it no better than that.
All right. Well, but this is it for me for this year. Probably we're going to work this one. I've been on tour. It's really picking up this year for me. So it's fortunate that I'm getting some well-received love and applaud with this last CD. So hopefully this is the one that'll take me there to where I want to be. And that's out there with my folks, my fans.
This is our Southern Soul segment of the show. We do all genres of music, gospel, hip-hop, R&B, blues, Southern Soul, name it. Country, we doing it all.
All of it.
But now on the Southern Soul circuit, most people call it the chitlin' circuit. You've been getting your name has been popping up in a lot of places. Your music is getting played in a lot of places. So by you being a new artist and just getting out here or whatever, because obviously you're not a 20-year-old lady or whatever. You look to be in your 20s, but I know a little bit better. But how does that make you feel to just be out here doing your thing, like in the midstream of life, or, or whatever? How do you feel about that?
It makes me feel good. One thing is, I knew what I wanted and I was ready for it. So when it was presented to me to go into the studio to do my first CD,
Now, what label are you on?
I'm with Ecko Records. Ecko Records.
Out of Memphis.
Out of Memphis, that's right. And I started independently at first. My first CD was released independently. That's, of course, the Another Man's Meat on My Plate. And they have re-released it this March and added 2 new cuts to it. So it made it even more marketable. And, they've been working with me. I am more or less, I love the Southern Soul. I'm into the Southern Soul, but I'm focusing more, trying to convert over to more bluesy type.
Right.
That's
my
now style.
Speaking of that, tonight, doing your performance, I heard you blow the saxophone, which was something that caught me off guard.
Did it now?
And you look, I would hire you in a minute to be a saxophonist.
Well, I do all kinds. Like I said, actually that's where my roots are. I was in the band in junior high school and high school. So that's when
Are you from here?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, I am. My parents were born in Mississippi, and they relocated to Memphis. So I got the Delta roots in me. So I love the blues, and that's what's in me. But I do jazz, of course, because I am a musician at heart too. So I do a little bit of everything, but my heart is in the blues. I love singing the blues because I love singing about life, and that's what you'll hear from the Sweet Angel, telling it like it is.
So now look, check this out. I want to ask you this question. In doing your records or whatever, do you write your own music, or you got certain producers or songwriters that you have to come in? How's that whole process? How do you go about doing that?
Actually, I'm a writer. My first CD was mainly written by my husband, Mac Dobbins, which we call him Mike.
He's also your manager.
He's also my manager, producer, writer. He does it all. The second CD, I did write some on there. Also, Ecko Records, John Ward, Raymond Moore contributed on that one, along with Mike Dobbins. And this third CD, I did push my writing into it. So there's a couple of songs on there that you'll see. You'll see me out there doing my thing. So I am into the writing. I'm into whatever it takes to get it done. You know, I feel some of my music, and it's a lot of great music that has been written. But what I like to do is revive the thrill of them, you know, and give it my own 2009 twist to it. And in 2010, I'm going to come out with something else that you know, people feel in their soul. You know, it's kind of like my cleanup woman, Betty Wright. People still on stage doing it.
Oh, no
but
doubt.
I got
Betty's
one called
greatest.
"Don't Let the Cleanup Woman Pick Up Your Man," which is a up-to-date groove, but it gets them rocking, and they
kind
think they hear the cleanup woman, so
right?
they gonna get on the floor.
Well, look, now let me ask you this, because when I listen to you perform, when I hear you perform, see you perform, watch you, you got a lot of energy with your audience. You do, and when you blow the saxophone, you got a lot of soul. Do you? That kind of reminds me of the church. Okay. Do you have a spiritual background?
Yes, I do.
Where
yes,
does all
I
that
do.
come from?
If you listen to one of my songs called "Good Girls Do Bad Things," I was raised in the church. My daddy was a deacon, so we were there every Sunday, every Wednesday night, Sunday school, the works. And I blowed my sax in church for several years. So that's where it stems from. And quite naturally, you know, when you're raised, I'm Baptist, and that's part of the Baptist roots. You're going to do some hand clapping, some foot stomping.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, all my life.
You're going to skip around, so
no
that's
doubt.
what I do, yeah.
Well, look, before we leave, and I know you got to get back to your people and to your fans, before we leave, just share something with our viewers and to some of the younger artists that might be trying to come up in the Southern Soul ranks or whatever, because this music is real big in the Southeast region. And you got a lot of younger artists that are trying to get into it. You've been in it for a couple of years, so just kind of give them, share something with them, and let them know what not to do to get into the business. Just kind of help them out a little bit. Just share something with them.
Basically, all I can say is if it's something you really want to do, you got to believe in yourself first. So one thing you've got to do is believe in yourself, promote yourself, and sometimes it feels uncomfortable for me, but my husband always said, when it comes to cover songs, he said, you can't sell someone else's record. If you believe in your music, you've sung it, you went to the studio, you've been working hard to produce it, be yourself.
Do your own thing.
Do your own thing. Sometimes they'll accept it and sometimes they won't, but keep at it. Don't give up if it's really what you want to do.
Well, look, Angel, it's a pleasure, okay? I've been a fan ever since I met you, and hey, I'm just blessed to be here. We hanging out right here at the Gay Hawk Lounge in Memphis, Tennessee, South Memphis, might I add, with the Sweet Angel at her album release party. Tell them again what, don't say it, just spell it out. What's the name of the CD?
BOLTCH, B-I-T-C-H, exclamation point.
You got it right here, Talking About the Music. Check us out on YouTube.com, Talking About the Music 1.
See you later.